he shows her a picture of her husband at a hotel. I guess she's been using him to track him anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like, this is a picture of him going in the hotel with the same girl. His mom was like, I wish this was my daughter-in-law. So of course she assumes, oh, this nigga's cheating. So she had sex with the artist. You had the affair and all of that. And then shit, I forgot my train of thought. Well, what was I talking about?
You were kind of jumping.
Oh, the convenience.
Yeah, convenience. There you go.
The convenience. So the affair comes to light. Kelly Rowland has to tell her husband, I had this affair. Then she just leaves. She just goes out of the country. I need a break.
Mm-hmm.
She goes out of the country, and she's staying at like a resort, and one of the waitresses at the resort happens to be the girl that's supposed to be dead.
Out of all of the places that she could have went in the world.
In the world. In the world. And she happens to be walking past this girl and remembers her face and her name.
Yeah, that is very convenient.
It's extremely convenient.
You are now tuned into Black on Black Prime.
Right. Disclaimer, no matter if we liked your movie, liked your show, or hated the show, or hated your movie, doesn't matter. We respect you, shout outs to you, and we support you, and we try to get everybody else to support you like we support you. Black on Black Prime, we stand on what we say, though.
And just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click and turn it off.
Hey, what up, cousin? What you doing?
Oh, shit. What you want?
Damn, why you asking me that?
Sean, if you call me asking me what I'm doing, it's because you got something you want me to do.
Man, you tripping. Check it out, though.
Damn it, see?
Hey, chill out. Why you acting like that? You don't even know what I want.
It don't matter what you want. You always asking for stuff.
Hey, nigga, didn't you just ask me to handle that little thing with the dude and thing, and didn't I do that shit without asking twice? Didn't you say you owed me and it didn't matter what I asked, you would do it?
Why you bringing up old shit?
Tanya.
All right, nigga, damn. What is it?
No, I'm playing. I ain't got no face.
I was bracing myself for it, too.
I ain't got none. Hey, MEA CULPA.
MEA CULPA, I had to do some, not really research, but at first when I heard MEA CULPA, I was like, I've heard somebody say that before, but I just don't know what it means.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, like it's in the movie, possibly, I don't know, but it means like it's my fault, or I apologize, or something like that. And I'm like, okay. And then you realize or it's MEA CULPA or Rhea? It's MEA CULPA. You realize that her name is Mia Harper in the movie. But I'm trying to figure out what the title really has to do with the film, other than, of course, you can, a couple of times somebody in the film said, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
written by Tyler Perry. I'll say in the beginning, when I first started watching this, I didn't think I was gonna like it.
Okay.
Only because I hated the whole setup of how Kelly Rowland's relationship was with her husband. Like, her husband was just a straight bitch, and then he just letting his mom be a straight bitch to his wife. That shit was irritating the fuck out of me.
So before you go on, it's funny. Because I'm like, at first, like I kind of like before all of the shit happened with him and his mom, like he was letting his mom kind of talk reckless.
Yeah.
Because before that, like you didn't meet the mom, but they were just talking, and she was just like, "I'm not gonna be able to make it." I'm just like, man, why women gotta be like that? Like, you know what I mean? It's that nigga mom, like let that nigga live, you know what I mean? But when he was at the table and letting his mom kind of like, hey, you know, you sit over there, you're not supposed to be here. I'm like, oh, that makes sense now.
Yeah. It's like he's being a straight bitch.
Yeah,
Like because it's like like you said, it starts off with them in the at the side, the what does it call it,
counseling.
at the counseling. It starts off there. You don't know nothing about nothing. We see they got problems or whatever, and then you see like they give you the mama's boy feel, like his mom's calling. She like, yeah, that's his mom calling. Like she knows everything's gonna be shut down.
Yeah.
Then when they get to because it's her birthday or some shit, so when they get there, it's like off top, his mom was just a straight bitch. Off top, look, this is the girl. Oh my god, this is who should have been my daughter-in-law. It's like, nigga, okay, me, I respect my mom. Everybody knows I love my mom to death, but you are disrespecting my situation. Something has to be said right here. I'm a fucking grown ass man.
Yeah.
If this is the woman I married, you can't just flat out disrespect her. There's no world where that's cool. That's cool. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Yeah. No, you're right. I in the like vice versa, if that happened to me, like I dip.
That's what I'm saying. I'm out. I'm not gonna
leaving.
stand for this shit.
Like your daddy talking crazy to me or whatever. I'm like, look, like I'm not gonna fade your pops because it's like, you know, it's like it's not a good look. But I'm leaving. Like, and I understand that you gotta stay.
Hey, telling her to her face that you ain't gonna fade her.
You know what I mean? Like I would have to say it because it's like, you know, like man to man or whatever. It's just like you want respect. I don't care how old you are. Like, you know, I'm gonna respect older men, period. But as soon as you like, you'll lose that respect real quick if you disrespect me. So it's like, I tell my wife, like, look, you know what I mean? Like, I know it's your dad, he got cancer and shit like that. And I ain't gonna fire on him or nothing, but I'm gonna have to leave.
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna even say that. The cancer has nothing to do with it. I'm just gonna turn around and leave. It's like I can't tolerate disrespect. So if I've walked in, I've done nothing wrong, and you just talking shit. Yeah. Oh, like, here go this nigga. This nigga finally showed up. Oh, look, this is her ex-boyfriend. I wish he was my son-in-law. I'm just gonna turn around and leave because I don't want to say nothing in that moment that's gonna escalate the situation. Because then I gotta fight her brother and her dad.
He a sucker for not sitting with his wife still.
That's some bitch shit.
He's a straight bitch. Sit over there. You sit by me. I was like, what? I'm gonna sit by my wife, and or we go something. You know what I mean? Like we gotta figure this out because it's like you wilding right now.
Yeah, he's a bitch, and then it's like then you spent all this money on a fucking gift. I almost said something foul right there. I'm not gonna say it, but you spent all the money on a gift, and you sold my personal shit to get this gift because you don't have no money.
Yeah. So the whole time,
I almost said it's not a funny joke. But
go ahead.
I was going to say you spent all this money on a gift and she died.
But babe, I'm gonna get the watch back in the casket and we can get the piano back.
It's not cool. It's not cool to say, but it's the reality. Like it's the reality.
It's like, what in the hell? It's like people buying expensive caskets.
Yeah.
It's like, you want a gold casket for what? To put dirt on?
But no, so like the writing of the whole beginning, the relationship between his wife and his mom, it was irritating the fuck out of me because I'm like, why? There's a way you paint a picture to show that he's like a mama's boy, but it was like written to the extreme to where she's flat out disrespecting his wife.
Yeah, that's what Tyler Perry do though. Like, wherever villain is in this movie is a villain.
Yeah,
they crazy. They like, you know, damn near need to be shot sometimes. Like, oh, this nigga wilding.
Dude, I was like, this is extreme.
Yeah.
But so from that point, I was like, I'm not gonna like this shit. I felt like I wasn't gonna like it. It didn't really get interesting. So I would say I got interesting to me when in my mind I got a theory. I felt like the painter dude, the dude because she's a lawyer, so she chooses to take on this case, going through all of that bullshit too, which was even more bullshit. But when it was a certain point where I felt like the artist is going to use her to get off of the case by doing some like making her fall in love with me, and then it's like if I'm guilty, I can prove that she was working with her family to make me guilty. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get
To
what
where it's like they would have to throw out the case. That's what the angle I thought they were going to take with it.
Okay. I think I had a similar like thought when I first saw. I was just like, oh, she gonna start getting with him or whatever, and then it's gonna be like, she's gonna get him off, and then he's gonna like say, I mean, it's not pause. The a girl and a guy,
right?
She's gonna get him off, and then he's gonna be like, I did it. I really did kill that person.
That's what I'm saying. Because even in the I mean, we just jumping around, but even after they had the affair or whatever, when she's in the tub, he makes her say verbally, "We're gonna go here once you get me off."
Yeah.
So it's like I was like, is he recording this conversation? I'm feeling like the whole time he did this shit, and he's using her to fuck up his trial so he gets off.
Yeah, that would have been a better angle to me, honestly.
That's what I thought we was going with.
Yeah.
So it was all interesting up until that point, and then like I said, we jumping around. The convenience of the story was just too much for me. So we get to the affair and all of that. She got dude from Sister helping her. Because I don't know his name. I don't remember his name, but
Rico Lee.
Rico Lee, yeah. And I fuck with him. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
But he shows her a picture of her husband at a hotel. I guess she's been using him to track him anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like, this is a picture of him going in the hotel with the same girl. His mom was like, I wish this was my daughter-in-law. So of course she assumes, oh, this nigga's cheating, so she had sex with the artist. You had the affair and all of that. And then shit, I forgot my train of thought. Well, what was I talking about?
You were kind of jumping.
Oh, the convenience.
Yeah, convenience. There you go.
The convenience. So the affair comes to light. Kelly Rowland has to tell her husband, I had this affair. That she just leaves. She just goes out of the country. I need a break.
Mm-hmm.
She goes out of the country, and she's staying at like a resort, and one of the waitresses at the resort happens to be the girl that's supposed to be dead.
Out of all of the places that she could have went in the world.
In the world. In the world. And she happens to be walking past this girl and remembers her face and her name.
Yeah, that is very convenient.
It's extremely convenient. That's what I don't know if you call it lazy writing. I don't know what you would call that, but that convenience it was too much.
I mean, it's what you said. It was convenient, and like as far as the writing goes, it's almost like it was pretty predictable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like, of course, I thought other stuff was gonna happen, but I was like, it was a slow burn to a twist. So it's like I'm sitting there like watching all of this unravel, and I didn't like how easy it was for like I'm thinking, this strong lawyer woman, right? I think I'm not thinking she's gonna fall for this nigga. So she finally falls for him in like the worst way possible. You know what I mean?
The very worst way.
The first time he was over there and was like, are you attracted to me? Blah, blah, blah. It's just like, this nigga all in her face, like on some like, all right, you're the lawyer. So first of all, you should just leave at this point. Like this nigga's already inappropriate. He's a murderer in your eyes. Why are you still there? Why he's just like, tell me I'm attractive or whatever. Then he lures her into like some sex party. You know what I mean? She's turned on for whatever reason, right? And on another day, she see this nigga like fucking some white lady raw and say, you know what? I want some of that right now. I want some. I want some. I want some white whore on the street. I'm just gonna go right behind that on some slot
right behind that
shit. Like I was like, okay, Kelly.
Yeah, hey, oh, complaint. This is a complaint. And I'm speaking for every nigga, and I'm glad you brought that up. We wanted to see Kelly Rowland butt ass naked. We didn't want to see this nigga. I get you did it for the women.
Yeah.
For us, when Kelly Rowland was like, oh Lord, we about to see Kelly Rowland.
Yeah.
You gonna cover her up with this big ass nigga. We wanted to see Kelly Rowland butt ass naked. I'm speaking for every man out there who probably don't want to say it out loud because you sound like a person. I don't give a fuck. I was in the kitchen cooking while I was watching this, and then that part came and I leaned back in like, hold up.
What's going on over there?
Hold on.
All right, so are we doing, like some films and stuff like that now? You're writing. I'm trying to figure out how to direct a scene like that because I don't know if I would write it like that. You know what I mean?
On you.
Like, it would be kind of weird to write. It was like, all right, I need you to be on top of her. We're gonna put a little bit of this sweat on your back, and it's gonna be from this angle. I ain't shooting that.
I wouldn't be there.
I ain't shooting that.
I write the shit. You direct it. I'm sorry. I won't be there.
Like, nah, nigga, you keep your jeans on. While the girl, she get butt ass naked. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't about to have no nigga on top doing nothing while I'm shooting them. That's just, maybe I'm just immature, but I don't want to see I don't want to write about no nigga.
I see everything after it's filmed. I have nothing. I'm not there for the process. So whatever Brian do when he's filming it,
that's crazy. But anyway, I thought that scene was funny because I felt like she like turned real quick and there was no real like. I could see if he did like they had like some kind of relationship and she got to know him on more of a personal level. It was just really quick. Their relationship is just like, oh, you're attracted to me. Tell me like every time you see me, I see how your eyes don't blink or you move to the side.
Right. And it would definitely be different if she didn't know he was a sex addict and is accused of killing a woman he was having sex with. It's like that setup alone would be red flags where I don't want to be alone with this nigga. Like, you would think she would have that common sense.
Yeah, I thought it was a little dry in the beginning up until like a certain point because I'm just like, all right, this nigga did it. It's going to be some type of twist to where the family is involved. And I knew it. And I was just like, this family is janky. Like the nigga with the curl, like Mario Van Peebles.
Yeah.
And then the other girl that's supposed to be her friend. I'm like, oh, these niggas got something to do with it. I already knew. I was like, I'm already knowing something's going to happen where it's a twist. The mom is in on it. I didn't know she wasn't going to have cancer. That was kind of crazy. But it was just a really slow build.
Mario Van Peebles and Quincy Jones' son.
It was really slow.
And P. Diddy's son. And then their mom is just this white redhead.
It was a really slow burn to a convenient like twist and then a predictable outcome. So, it wasn't
okay, so I'm not gonna say the outcome was predictable. I would say the outcome was all the way random. I can't say unrealistic. It's random. The whole plan for everything that happened was just it was more so like like this shit was written and it was like we didn't write the twist yet. We're gonna wait till we get to the end and then we're just gonna throw some shit in there. Because all of it just didn't add up. Like it's so the twist is the mom doesn't really have cancer. She's faking it because her son wants to run for office. And they set up the artist because the brother's wife fucked the artist the same way she did. Yeah. So they're setting him up to go to jail, and it also helps him because it's a big case he's solving. All of this is happening, and then the son that had nothing to do with nothing, he's also in on it. It's all of the convenient. It's too much, man. It's too much.
I think it's fucked up how you trick somebody into that. I mean, I know what happens, but it's just like really you kind of set her up for it.
Yeah,
it's like you set her up to kind of like play you or whatever in a way. Like you put anybody, like you put somebody in front of temptation long enough, like you just dangle it in front of them. Yeah, she shouldn't have done it. But she actually did it only because she thought that nigga was cheating because Ron Rico Lee said, hey, your husband is, in room 714 or whatever. And that was the only reason why she did it. And she felt bad afterwards. But
yeah, she felt terrible. And me as a movie watcher, when the whole shit is going down, they had kids. What was the kids at?
I don't know.
They at the brother's house. The kids are supposed to be there because remember she was like, "Get the kids, come on."
They was in the room playing Dreamcast. I was laughing at the end when she ran away from the house, and then when he caught up to her, he was driving back to the house, and the house was like on the freeway. I'm just like, how long it take to get back down the street? She didn't run that far.
She did not run that fucking far.
It's just like, don't worry about it. Why you going back to the house? I'm just like, y'all should be there. Yeah, they should have took 10 seconds to get back.
I know it. It's just the whole everything was just too convenient for me, man. It seemed like it was a
shit.
Huh?
I said they had emails and shit. I was like, man, they're all like on this big trial, and they got all this, these phone calls going back and forth. Like they don't got like the burner phones, this regular phone. It was just like, yeah, she knows all about it. Let's do this.
Hey, so what was the email?
And the email said the mom didn't have cancer.
That's what the email said.
Yeah. As far as that's what I've got from it. The email said her mom really didn't have cancer. That's why she went and broke the phone or whatever, which was super funny. She was like, "Ooh, I'm sorry, my bad. I broke your phone," and she passes it back to her.
She said, "Help me! Oh, I can't walk with the chemo." She slapped the phone down and dropped a knee on it.
I want to give a shout out to Kelly Rowland for being the first real nigga not to drink a glass from some niggas that look
hey, no bullshit. No bullshit. When he handed her that glass, I was like, Brian is watching this thing close as fuck. Because if she take a sip, for y'all that don't know, Brian's pet peeve is people drinking from crazy people. Whenever you offer a drink in an uncomfortable setting, don't fucking drink it.
Crazy. And they're insisting on you drinking it. Like, go ahead, have a drink. I'm like, nah. Hey.
The whole time I was watching, like, she better not drink.
She didn't. She was the first person that didn't take the drink, even though she was prompted to.
But she was also dumb enough. Pet peeve for me, don't reveal that you know the truth in a compromising position. If your back is to the wall, you can't escape. Don't be like, I know what really happened, and I'm gonna turn you in. You're not leaving. Don't do that. Play it cool. Oh, I left something in the car. I think I dropped something. Let me get out first.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just like, don't say anything.
Don't say a fucking word. Don't give up yourself. It's like play it off. Don't you in there checking back rooms and shit and acting startled. Nigga, they know something.
Yeah, I ain't pulling up on nobody.
No.
Yeah, come on down. Leave DR, come to the house. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't have came nowhere. I'd have been like, at first I thought something was going on with the private investigator. I was like, that nigga is in this for a reason.
Yeah, and normally it is. Normally it'll be like the twist is him. Like maybe he killed somebody, or maybe he was in love with her and he set all of this up. That's normally the twist.
In Tubi, it would happen like that.
Mm-hmm. I just watched a stupid movie that.
I'm gonna watch it just because you watched it. And I was like, I don't want you to go through it alone. I did want to see it, but
I don't want to talk down on it, but I do want to talk down at the same time because it pissed me off that much.
Okay. You think
I'm ready? I'm ready to. Our thing is never to shit on movies, but I don't give a fuck on this one because I'm sick of it.
No, I feel you. Yeah, this. I didn't want, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not the type of person that be like, oh man, Tyler Perry's, this, that, and the other. Like, a lot of people are. Like, I'm okay with some of Tyler Perry's movies. Like, I'm not a big fan of the Medea films. Like, some of them are like kind of funny, but like he has some cool ones or whatever. Like, I ain't gonna down talk about whatever. But this one just kind of put me in like it almost reminded me of the Marriage Counselor movie where old girl had got AIDS at the end from old boy that she was dealing with. Like she's
with the beautiful
with Journey Smollett.
Yes, the beautiful Journey Smollett. Yeah.
So I was like, it reminded me of that. Like, okay, you have a husband that's not as manly as you would like, and you meet this, like, swole nigga or whatever, and then end up cheating. Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry, and you know what I mean, like that. It kind of put me in that place. So I was just like, okay, like I see where this is going. I did not like that movie. It was just like kind of, I don't have to see it again.
No, I did like that movie, but the reason why I don't think it's the same is because he was a man in that movie. She liked the other dude because he was more adventurous. In this movie, her husband was just a straight bitch. Her husband was a bitch of a man. It wasn't even like he wasn't because like she was dealing with him not having money. That was cool, but it's like you still being a bitch at the same time, and then you trying to check her on stupid shit.
Yeah, and it's like the whole time, like she's low key supporting him.
Yeah, no, not low key.
Yeah, high key, and he's like he hasn't told his family yet. So when he was just like, "So you're lying," she was like, "Well, let's talk about lying one time." Like, I wish my wife would. Nigga, like you cheat on me, and I haven't told my parents something, but you gonna just like, well, let's talk about lies. No, nigga, like you just ruined our marriage. I just didn't tell my mom I lost my job. It's not the same. You need to relax.
That don't got nothing to do with this. What are you talking about, Brian?
Got nothing to do with you being a hussy.
So I mean, overall, okay, this is my thing. I've liked a lot of what Tyler Perry has done. I liked a lot of the Madea movies, but I think it's time for him to step back a little bit and just allow somebody else to shine on his platform. Just allow some other writers to come in there and do some different things, because these stories seemed real freestyle now. It's like now it's clear as day. You freestyled the shit out of this.
Like like write some of it. All right, what's gonna happen next? And you know, you write some more of it later. It's not really thought out all the way.
No, it's not a complete thought. It's not a complete beginning and end. I mean, it is, but it's so randomized. It's to the point where it's just not realistic. Like I said, the convenience of everything that she flew all the way to the Dominican Republic. This girl was supposed to be Mexican. That was missing. It's like the convenience of her passing by her on a big ass resort full of people. Just the convenience of
it. Yeah, it's got to be at least like, just say if it was, let's say 10 resorts in the one part of Dominican Republic, because there's other parts. So it's just like if you went to Punta Cana and there's 10 resorts,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like, what about everywhere else in Dominican? But you end up going to the right one. I mean, it's for the movie, and I get it. You know what I mean? Like they gotta find her. I kind of knew she wasn't dead. I just didn't know, you know, where would she be?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But that was very convenient. But you know, just like I said, it's a film. It's like you got to do something. But you know, you could call it lazy writing because they could have figured out another way for her to, you know, be lost somewhere, or she could have had her trapped somewhere. You know what I mean?
It could have been anything. It's just the convenience of her being stumbled upon. That's what drives me. She could have got a random clue. She could have been like, it could have been like the lady that owned the art studio being like, well, he normally takes his girls over here. Give us something to lead her to finding her. It just her passing by is a bit much.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. I thought I missed something. I was like, did she have a conversation with somebody that led her to that specific space?
Yeah.
Was she supposed to be there?
It would make sense.
Was the last clue that somebody told her, you know, just like you said, was it in Dominican Republic? But I don't remember if there was or not. But from what I can recall, there was not. She was just out there on some
just out there. Shit. And even if there was a clue to lead her there, she didn't follow no clue. She was going to clear her mind, she said. This was a vacation for her.
Yeah.
She wasn't going out there to look for nobody.
Yeah. Kelly Rowland as an actress.
Good. I think she's good.
Fucking with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she can.
This ain't her first movie, though. She was in something else.
I'm sure I've seen her in other stuff, but nothing like where she was like the leading actress.
She was part of a lead. I think she was in a scary movie.
Was she?
Look her up right quick. I don't want to be no liar on here. You got me looking stupid. Yep. But I feel like she was in a scary movie before.
I know she was in some movie. I've seen her in something. I just don't recall like what I know she wasn't no lead in nothing.
No, she was an actress.
She was
And when I say lead, I mean like it was one of them teenager movies. Like there's a killer.
like, I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Something like that.
That was Brandy.
No, Brandy was in one too.
Yeah. She was in Think Like a Man for a second. I remember that.
That ain't what I'm thinking about.
She was in Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
She got killed. And because he was just like, how sweet dark meat. I remember that. I remember that. I remember in the theaters. But yeah, that was her first like film. Oh, yeah. Remember The Seat Filler? Remember that movie with Dwayne
That
Martin?
movie too. She was good too.
She's
good.
I fucked with that movie.
The Seat Filler is a good low budget movie.
Yeah, I fuck with that movie. But yeah, I would say she did a good job. The paintings of her like sitting in the dude, like, yeah, now paint the waves. And it was like, this nigga just like seducing her. I just thought that shit was lame because I'm like, I wish they would have just gave more story or some type of build up to her falling for this nigga, not just out of pure, oh, he's attractive.
Yeah.
It was just real quick, like, you know what I mean? Like she let him do inappropriate things before he became extra inappropriate.
Yeah. It was a lot of shit that wasn't true to life. Like when she came home, dude was playing video games. When you play online video games, the picture's not on the screen.
No.
They don't have a picture of the person you playing with.
No, that was you know, game cast.
I was like look here. Oh, he on here with her. Like, nigga.
I got game cast. I can't afford it. Yeah, just that whole build up, it just wasn't enough for me. You know what I mean? Let my wife come home and be just like, yeah, I was with my client, you know what I mean? Like, you know, at his condo, and he was helping me paint my mirrors. Oh, what? He told me to paint a blue line and a wave and close my eyes. I'm like, you in here closing your eyes with a murderer painting? The fuck is this?
You at his house. That's the number one thing. You're at his house. What are you doing?
I get why they were at her house, but
no,
have some type of team with you.
Like, that's what I mean. So you remember the white dude that was there? Like, oh, you're taking on the case. Bring his ass with you. What are you doing at his house alone?
At night. Close your eyes.
What the fuck are you talking about? And why at one point she's catching the train, the next point she's driving over there? What was that about?
Gas was high. I don't know. I don't know. Oh.
It was too much convenience going on in the story, and I think that's the problem I had. It was just everything was just too fucking convenient for everything. Everything was happening real fast and real instant.
Nigga, I hope that elevator was just a issue that they had because they had that location. And they were just like, we got to deal with this elevator because that shit was pissing me off, nigga. Every time I got in the elevator, it was just like this process, and it was just like, all right, let's go. Let it down. They're looking at her. Let the elevator down. And
I would think it's so.
Every time she left, it was like you had to pull up this big ass elevator. Nigga, take the stairs.
So this is the
how you trapped in somebody's house where you can take the stairs.
So this is the thing. This is the thing. I've always wondered from back when I was young, watching these type of movies, like, can anybody just come up there and get in your house? So this is the only one that made sense. So it made sense that he had a switch that lets the elevator up and down.
Yeah.
That made sense to me. But in every other movie, it's like when they got the loft, they just be like, come up. And you just go up there, you just in his house. It'd be like, is there a security? Is there a way to stop this?
I have no idea. That shit is ridiculous. Like, I'll be mad as hell. I have an elevator to go up to my house here. I'll be taking the stairs. You gotta pull down a big ass gate and lift it up. That shit look hella complicated for no reason. You gotta pull levers and shit. I'm like, man, like steps. Elevator shut down. I would block that whole area off. He was like, let me take the elevator. Like, nah, get your ass up the steps, man. I ain't pushing. I'm in the room. I ain't pushing the button. I'm upstairs. Can you imagine that? People will come and do you push the button. Like, nah, man.
But so I think the button he pushes makes the elevator work or not. I don't think he has to do it every time. It's more like because before when she left, she just left. But remember when the white girl was up there, he's like, it's off on purpose. Like, you can't leave until I want you to leave.
Yeah.
So I think it's more of a security thing on the person that lives there.
So I had one thought, and this might go all over the place. So I'm thinking, like women that are, I be feeling like some women in relationships be like looking for like a nigga as soon as you cheat that day, I'm fucking somebody else that I've been looking at.
You say you feel like some women are like that?
Like in relationships to where they're kind of like
Tired of it.
Not even tired of it, right? Like, because it's just like it's so simple for a woman to go out and just have an intercourse with somebody because niggas is always looking for it, right? You know what I mean? Especially if you already know somebody that want to beat. So it's just like, if your husband, you find out your husband cheating, you be like, oh shit, same day. I've been waiting to fuck. You know what I mean? And you dip over there. I be wondering, what's that like? Is it just like does it make you feel better like right away? Because it's just like at the same time, it's like you're doing the exact same thing he did. At the end of the day, it almost cancels itself out.
Yeah. So I don't think it's a rational thought. I put it equivalent with fucking up everything in the house. I think it's just like a lash out. What could I do to hurt him? But you're not thinking rationally. Like you said, like you just went and did the same shit. Like, and you did it so fast, it lets me know this shit's been building up already. So this is as a man, that's gonna be your comeback. Like, so you been wanting to fuck him. Like, that's gonna be your thing.
Like you had this nigga in the pocket for a minute. Like, you know what I mean? Like I get, you know what I mean? We both wrong at this point, but
yeah. So I think so. I equated with the lash out. I equated with the showing up and fucking up your car. I equated with I'm putting you on child support now. It's like a revenge thing. It's not even thought out. It's just like, how can I hurt you back?
Right. It's almost like I couldn't see myself like in a vice versa situation. Like you cheat on me or whatever, not you, but pause. And
what the fuck you talking about, nigga?
That day I sleep with somebody that we both know of or whatever, right? Just to like kind of get back at you shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm most likely gonna leave, we're gonna yell, we're gonna argue. But that's like the first thing I want to do is confront you. Like, you know, I think she didn't even confront him first. She was just like, oh, he cheating. Whoop.
So this is the thing.
Party. Let me get some of this seconds.
No,
she went and got seconds. I don't even think they put a condom on.
No, just paint, just hella paint. So I think when a man, we're in the women's position, it's more of a lash out, not rational. I'm just doing whatever I can to hurt you back. With men, we will be so hurt and distraught. We have to, like I said, for me, it's like I wouldn't want to see her. I'll just leave because that's how I deal with the pain of it. I'll just leave. Right. But I'm not thinking leave to go find another woman to have sex with because like I'm too hurt to even do that.
I'm distraught.
I'll break down on her. Like as soon as I take my clothes, I'm crying hard in the motherfucker. How could she do this? You know what I mean? You be shaking up. So our lash out is different. It's like our lash out has a bit more rational. Like, cause it's like I ain't tearing this shit up. This is my shit. I'm not gonna go fuck up that car because it's like it's like we're thinking like if I fuck up that car, I'm going to jail. Yeah, it's like the only thing we're thinking of is fucking her up. And then if the nigga's there that she's with, I might fuck him up too. It's like that's where our mind goes. The person,
right? Yeah,
you ain't gonna want to have no sex. She cheated on you. It's like you just so fucking mad, and you know this ain't gonna mean shit in the long run.
Yeah. It's just like at the end of the day, she still did it, and our relationship was still messed up. So it's like you didn't went raw dog with a murderer. That's your client. Like that's just over the top. That's just like literally like me going out and fucking a prostitute raw. That's that you cheat on me. I was like, I'm about to.
And this nigga tried to shake my hand. It's like you did all of this shit.
Yeah, I mean, like he deserved it in the end. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's just like that line of thinking is just like strange to me. Like, oh, it's almost like self-sabotage, low-key. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just like, fuck it. I ain't thinking. I'm about to go and get my eagle on.
Right. It's like the insanity of that moment. It's the lash out. She don't know what she want to do, but she got to do something.
Moral of the story, ladies, just take a break. Go home and think about it.
I ain't telling you what to do. If the nigga cheat on you, just leave.
Go read a book.
Sit your ass down.
You ready to rate?
They feel it their thing. They're gonna be on.
Do a paint and sip with a nigga in his condo. Paint and dip.
Butt ass naked with a crackhead white girl.
I couldn't believe that shit. I was like, you're like, yeah, I'm turned on by this. Ain't no way. Like, I see a girl smashing another nigga and she lay on the bed, like, come get it next. I'm like, ugh.
Like, I'm out. Turn the elevator on. Stop fucking playing.
Turn the elevator. Stop. I'm gonna take the steps. This is wild.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a Right.
I'm going to give it a Right. And
So definitely the production for show, nigga. He owns the studio, and the acting was good for what it was. It's just the story and the writing was just.
Nigga, those shots were beautiful, bro. Like, like it's funny. It's just like now I be like looking at other like different, like you can, because we watch different type of movies or whatever, and you can, tell, you know what I mean? It's just like, man, that she was lit up pretty damn nicely, and you know what I mean. Whoever did like some of the shots was like the angles were dope, and like the slow pans and all of that was just, I thought it was dope. I thought it came together very well. But just like you said, you got all that money, you better have their production on point. You know what I mean? It's like hire the best nigga you can. Like, hey, back this bitch up, best cameras, everything, right? So production quality definitely there. The acting was good. I wasn't really like a big fan of the guy.
Which one?
The black dude, the murderer.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, because it's like I know he's a good actor already, and then in here, I feel like the acting was good. It's just the story he was giving. It's like the story. The story wasn't.
I'm literally only judging off of the movie, not him as
right.
I don't know. I haven't seen none of his other stuff. Like, the brothers. Like, I just thought they were very like corny. It's like it was almost like soap opera-ish, you know what I mean? Like that nigga, he was just like, what do you want?
That is how he was, the older brother.
Yeah, I was like, what do you want? It's like one of them niggas.
I'm running to be mayor.
Wink at you and shit. Like, yeah, nigga, like, get your greasy ass away from me, nigga.
Mario Van Peebles is hilarious.
Yeah, well, it was good though. It wasn't like bad or just okay. It was good, but the writing and the story, just like I said, slow burn to like coincidence to predictable. I just wasn't feeling it 100%. And it's like the dialogue, like I wish there was more, just like I said, of a build up to their relationship instead of just like, oh, I found him attractive, so I'm going to hold myself out low key.
It was just a bunch of deep dives for seemingly no reason.
Yeah, it was cool. You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't turn it on again.
No.
Not one of this. Not one.
This is like a, how can I say that? This is like a, it's like a Tubi movie with a bigger budget.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because the story was very Tubi-like.
Some of these films need to be series, bro. Like, it's just like just a, this is a series of Tyler Perry movie. Like, say if Tyler Perry just had like 5 movies and put them in one, and it was like, he sold it like that. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like, here you go. And there's a bunch of stories and they're shorter, like 30 minutes. You could have told this story. Right. It would have probably been better.
I mean, it definitely could have, But then in a short story, it wouldn't work either because not enough is explained. And then the twists and turns at the end was just too much.
Yeah, they would definitely have to do some changing or when it comes to certain things, but it's like it was the build up in the beginning, bro. It was just like it was a lot.
It was a lot. It was heavy handed on every situation, heavy handed on the disrespect, heavy handed on her being a lawyer, falling in love with him that fast, heavy handed on the twist. Everything was to the extreme.
Some of these scenes could have been cut out,
or some more scenes could have been cut in. Like I didn't even know. I can't even tell you what was missing or what to take out.
That's actually a better way to put it because it's like cut some of the shit, but then add some of to the story or whatever to make certain things make sense. Like I don't think the private investigator was even necessary.
I don't think the fact that his mom had cancer was necessary.
Yeah, like some little like parts of the story, I'm just like, well, she could have figured this shit out on her own.
Yeah. But literally, like that's literally the truth.
Like I'm in Mexico, nobody knows her here. Like you know, it's like she could like he just touched down all Mexico.
She could have made a phone call.
Exactly. It was like nigga, send a couple of emails, bro. Like you out there.
I don't know.
Nigga low key ruined her relationship almost. Like, yeah, he's in a hotel, but you know what I mean? Yeah, at the end of the day, he was doing some foul shit, but he wasn't cheating.
Like, why you didn't show his mom going into that hotel? Like, how you didn't know that's what he was there for?
You the watcher.
Yeah. I don't know. It's the convenience of everything is crazy.
Yeah. Check it out. Netflix. You know what I mean? If you rock with us and you know, give us your opinion.
Yeah, let us know. We might be tripping in y'all lives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't lash out on us though.
Y'all missed the part with the whoopie wop. Shut up.
Break it. All right, Brian's still high, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, talk to us. We talk back wherever you there. Let us know what y'all think of this movie. And if we tripping, tell us we tripping. But we don't give a fuck, but you can tell us we tripping.
And I ain't hating on Tyler Perry either. Like I fuck with some.
No, hell no. I'm a Tyler Perry.
Yeah, that's not
one. I almost said Tyler Perry. I'm not a. Yeah, I fuck with Tyler Perry's movies for the most part.
Yeah. Alex Cross was Lamar's favorite movie.
Fuck no, it wasn't, man. Stop playing, man.
That nigga said, "You little maggot." Every time when I saw that, y'all was like, he just really didn't want to curse. He was just like, "Let me tell you something, maggot."
Who still says that, nigga? This ain't the army. Hey, man. Anyways, man, we out.
Peace.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.